glad to see that you all came back for the second video to the series of Revelations of Perfection. I'm going to do like two fundamental things real quick. One would be why I chose 11:7. And then two would be no mountains. I'm going to sign off with no mountains every time I close out a video. So I don't want you to be like, what in the Yeezy Bo Sheezy? Why she keep saying no mountains? Girl is off her rocker, I'm telling you. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to confuse or lose you. So basically, I'm here to kind of explain that stuff so you don't get lost in me trying to find myself. That's funny. So anyway, 11:7, I am a big numbers freak. I'm a big numbers freak, and I'm also a Christian. But you know, first of all, commercial break. Before we get into that, this is not an avenue that I picked up because I'm some big Jesus freak trying to save the whole world. That's not what I'm trying to do. I love Jesus, and if you find anything admirable or something about me that is really, really cool, that you think is really, really cool, all that credit goes to Jesus Christ. But I am not here to save you. And I know if my church members saw this, or if any other Christians saw this, they would be like, oh my gosh, he's going to hell, y'all. Well, I think my fundamental job as a Christian is to love unconditionally, which means to me without judgment. So this is not what this is about. I don't really care about your religious background or spiritual whatever. This is about for me to try and find myself. And hopefully you can use the same tools and take this journey with me and find yourself also. I refer to God because that's my foundation. He is my source, but not because I'm really trying to save you. You are human. You have a brain just like I do. You know how to use it. You have knowledge and wisdom just like I do. So I'm not here to force feed you. That's not what Jesus was about anyway. He was here to love. And if you decided that, hey, whatever she's doing or whatever he's doing is pretty cool, I want to be about that too. That's what that's about. So that's just a side snippet, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm not here to debate religion, politics, and all that craziness. I'm not here for that. Again, I'm just here to try and find myself and make it as easy as possible for you to understand this journey and take it with you. Okay, so back to 11:7. 11 in the Bible corresponds with Revelations, and 7 in the Bible corresponds with perfection and wholeness and completion and full. So I got 11:7 to mean revelations of perfection. It's something that I'm trying to do every day, knowing that I'm human and it's really not really humanly possible for me to reach perfection, but I'm still going to try anyway and press towards that goal to be as close to whole as possible. Okay, now, no mountains. I'm really excited about this part. Okay, I'm sorry you had to sit through like 3 minutes of just rambling on, but I needed to address some issues so it wouldn't be an issue later. No mountains. No mountains came from a concept or information that I gathered from watching the trilogy The Matrix, my best friend, and some information we got from church. Me and my best friend were talking and we were watching the trilogy. Actually, I was at work. She was off. Don't worry about that. We were texting back and forth. And she came to the realization that really there's no mountains. And what do you mean by that? The parable in the Bible, Jesus, after he cursed the fig tree for not giving him breakfast, he told his disciples that if you had the faith of a mustard seed, which was the smallest seed that they could ever think of, you can tell this mountain to jump into the lake, ocean, sea, whatever your version of the Bible is, and it would do it. And he was trying to tell them that whatever you want to do, you can do it. That's one. And two, any mountain that you build in your life, mountain meaning obstacle, a big obstacle for most people is fear and anxiety and stress. That's a perception that you made in your own mind. If I have an event coming up and I need a sponsor, and if I feel like, because I really don't know much about the business that I'm doing this, that I'm doing this in, if I just sat back and was like, this is impossible. I can't put a poetry slam together. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have enough money. Then that fear is going to paralyze me. I just created that mountain. I created that obstacle. But then if I take that same concept and I say, you know what? I don't have the money. I don't know what I'm doing. But there are people who do know what they're doing. There are people who do have money. All I have to do is ask. That's all I have to do is ask. And what the worst they can say is no. But in our minds, for whatever reason, we create this huge mountain that no is just this horrible thing. You know what I mean? Failure is just not something that anybody wants to go through. Failure is just a learning experience. You take what you did right, you keep it, you take what you did wrong, and you throw it away, and you keep moving. It's part of the learning process. So, apply to anything in your life. If you're looking for a promotion, and you're like, well, I can't ask the boss because of blah, 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 blah. That reason that you just gave is your mountain. And because you created that mountain in your perception, you can destroy that mountain just as easy as you created it. So there are no mountains. There are no mountains. There are no obstacles in your life. It's just your perception telling you, oh, no, that's an obstacle. We are able to do anything we put our mind to as long as there's not a shred of doubt in your head. And people like Kanye, I think we talked about this. Let's talk about somebody else. Donald Trump. If he said, I don't have enough money to become a multi-millionaire, I think he might be a billionaire at this point. I don't have enough money to become one of the richest men in America. I don't have that. He filed for bankruptcy 7 times. If he said, because I filed for bankruptcy, I can't be rich, and stopped the first time he filed for bankruptcy, he wouldn't be anywhere near where he is right now. The great people who are successful according to our standards in this society have been able to conquer mountains and say, you know what, I created this mountain, and now I'm going to say you don't exist. You don't exist. I am successful. I don't care what the circumstance is saying. Anything is possible. And once we are able to get that in our heads as humans, that anything is possible, we can conquer the world. The world. The whole entire universe. I was going to say atmosphere. That didn't make sense. So that's what no mountains means. When I close out and say no mountains, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that anything, I mean, we say this to kids, but in the back of our mind we're like, you can't really be the case. What is going on? People just calling all out on my phone. I've been trying to make a video. Shh. Sorry. Regardless, I'm really excited that you came back. Hold on. Are we done? That's the last round. I'm not picking you up. Are we done? Thank you. I'm really glad you came back. I'm really excited about this journey. Again, remember, no mountains. If you're fearful of something and you think that you can't do it, it's really impossible for you to do it. If you're expecting the worst will happen. And now that we got that out of the way, I will see you real soon because I'm going to post another video like that. Like that. Alright, love, peace, and happiness. And remember, no mountains. Thanks for coming by. See you later. Bye.